I've read different opinions about and wondering if all breastfeeding women naturally release toxins into their milk during the rapid weight loss that happens in the postpartum period. Well, I say this much, it's possible. I mean, even we've watched babies detox while we detox mother because of the herbs getting into the milk and stuff. So I have to kind of agree in certain ways with that, probably. I don't know. I know if you're not healthy, your milk's not going to be so healthy. So, it's possible. I don't like aggressive detox during breast milk because I feel that like that. But I also feel that you can detoxify your baby, which is okay. But when a baby's an infant, detoxing is I only use that when they're dying or they really are in serious trouble. Then we always use a few drops of herbs on the infants and stuff. Really helps them out, keeps the mucus moving out of their body right and everything good that way. So I have hypothyroidism, 2 benign nodules on the right lobe of my thyroid, and have had severe right-sided C-spine pain for half of your life. Wow! With no obvious cause. Well, no, there is an obvious cause, and that's going to go back to your lymph system. What do you think the nodules are made from? They just didn't puff up there for no reason. These are the lymph system. You're not moving your lymph system well. So yes, we could consider the baby having lymphatic problems as well. So I would really start using fruits. This is a good time to introduce fresh fruit juices. This is a good time to move away from the milk and get some coconut milk there, fresh fruit juices of apple and grape, and go down that road there. Applesauce, 18 months. Fresh, of course. Fix your hypothyroidism. I definitely use a glandular or something on that. Get these benign nodules out of there, though. They just get bigger and bigger. So you want to get all that out, and that's moving lymph. That's also tied to the GI tract here, so you want to work on your GI tract, clean that up. This right-sided spine, that probably means your kidney on that side's the worst one. What side your nodules in? What side of your thyroid there? The right side and the right back. So this whole right side here is where your kidney and adrenal weakness is on this side more than the other side, obviously. So not that you can work on one kidney over another, but definitely start working on your kidneys and your lymph system and get these nodules out. I would, at 18 months, honey, definitely, now it's your time. It's your time to detoxify, pull your baby off, give them some fresh fruit juices, coconut milks, start moving your child more into a fruitarian lifestyle or something like that. You're really going to have a smart baby when you do that. And then start going after your own health issues here. That'd be a good idea to go after your health issues. And it's not good to over milk feed the baby either. You're getting to the point where 2 years is it. And even a lot of women, the natural women, pull them off of milk way before that even. So I think you're quite safe in doing that, and very important to get that lymph moving down that spine because you don't want to deteriorate your spine or get a tumor on the spine. So we'll get aggressive now and after your lymph. Mama, take care of Mama and get Mama healthy again, okay? She's in her early 30s here, so Mama, you take care of Mama. You want to be a long-lived Mama, okay? I'm looking to heal but don't want to jeopardize my child. Well, like I said, 18 months off, time to leave. Time to pull them off and get on with life there. Because you've got to save yourself. You have to fix this. Because when you have pain for a long time in one area, nothing good ever comes of that. Okay? So bottom line, the knock at the door is pain. Go there, get rid of that, and that's always going to be the lymph and acids, whether it's suppressive on the nervous system, the spine, and there's a lot of people with tumors around the spine. So get your lymph moving, sweetheart. The nodules tell you you're backed up, and really get that cleaned out. Your baby's probably going to detox a little, move them into fruit too. But fruit is the next place you would move children. It'll make them. I mean, you can take a child and put them on fruits, and their academics go way up. Their comprehension, motor skills, everything goes way up there. And then the coconut milks, you give them the fatty acids and stuff, and you can make all kinds of things out of avocados. At 18 months, you're ready to get going with this baby. I'm a real big fan, Dr. Morse, and preach all of your teachings everywhere I go. I'll get straight to the point. I have been a bodybuilder for the past 11 years, and sadly protein shakes as well as other sports supplements have seemed to plague my body. I know where you are, man. I tell you, I was a bodybuilder when I first, in my youth. You know, I remember when Jack LaLanne wasn't a raw foodist. And look at what happened to Jack LaLanne. He went right into, of course, you knew he felt all the proteins on his body, and he went right into juicing, made his own juicer, and right into raw foods, and never looked back. And I think that's a big attribute to what bodybuilders should look at and what we need to do. Paul Bragg was kind of a bodybuilder and did the same kind of thing. Let me see. I am now detoxing the right way with nothing but your herbal tinctures, veggie juices, and raw fruit. I am wondering about my tendons. They seem real tight and have extreme pain all over my body. That'll come out of there. That'll come out. You filled your body full of acids for a long time. It'll take you a little while to move this out, repair the kidneys and stuff like that, but you're doing it. So you're going to be successful, my friend. Don't get freaked out. Just keep moving the lymph, and that'll open up the tendons, your flexibility, all of this. They seem to be really tight, and I have extreme pain all over my body, head to toe. I notice that there are clicking when yeah, you're going to see all kinds of clicking and sticking, all kinds of things like that through the body. Again, acidosis on tendons, connective tissue, muscle. This is all lymph and what it does to them. How it sucks the calcium out, how it makes things spastic, how it makes things click. All of these things, the loss of all of this stuff. I rotate my arms and shrug my shoulders. It sounds like my tendons are skimming across bone and make that horrific grinding noise. Can tendons be regenerated back to 100%? I suppose so. I mean, I haven't had mounds of research with people. They always tell me they're well, but we don't have like continuous x-rays to show things. Once in a while, we'll have a scenario where we have x-rays where they remove part of a bone for cancer and we get to see the bone growing back and stuff like that. But you know, it's been a small clinic, so I really haven't had mounds of great research here where people are willing to subject themselves to repeated x-rays and stuff like this. But in terms of symptoms, absolutely. Getting rid of all that would be key here, and can do that, absolutely. I think that, this is Brandon Fox from the Bay Area. Yay, Brandon Fox, CV man. Well, you know, sometimes I tell people too, quick, put yourself on a year and think about a year. And in a year, you should be able to regenerate anything. Look at this lady walking. Her husband is going to do another video and probably freak you out. She did 150, this was the MS case there. She did 150 female sit-ups, and she's up to 70-some squats. Jeez, I don't even know. I mean, that's pretty dang good for an MS person. This is P-Cent, C-H-U-R-I. Hey, man. You can eat the hawthorn berries raw, collect a lot of them, mash them up, remove the stones, and spread thinly to dry into raw fruit leathers. Very tasty. Good man. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much good stuff in nature. You know why? I can't wait till this planet gets its head turned around. Of course, by then it'll be time for some of us to leave. But I tell you what, if we can leave in a far way away land where there's a planet called Earth, if we can leave that planet in its residence with some good food and a higher way of looking and not killing each other, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Of course, when we leave this, we're lost to it completely. It's all gone. Interesting, huh? Just curious. This is BTUAN1, tennis buff, eh? Just curious. Is it possible to extract parts of animal glands from making glandulars without harming their health? Good question. I think when the stem cell comes in really well, I think we'll be able to move into that level of thinking. And I think perhaps that would hold some answers to gland regeneration and stuff like that. But I'm still curious about the consciousness of stem cells and that sort of thing. But they've already showed some very interesting things happening. I find it quite interesting that a modality that's so focused on destroying tissue finds something like stem cell to try to rebuild it. Interesting. I've never seen the AMA as anything but a destroyer of cells. I've never seen anything they do except for surgeries. You know, I mean, the real vital stuff that really save tissue. Like I said, emergency and surgeries, definitely a good focus there. But in terms of health issues, that's our field and always been our field. Now, naturopaths, I don't know where they are. Mother Nature heals. Boy, is that beautiful. Boy, I love your icon. God, that's beautiful. I love that. Dr. Morse, I'm so sorry you feel you have to use some of your precious time to defend. Oh, thanks. Well, it is what it is. I expect there's a lot of people viewing these videos, and I expect to be a lot of controversy because there's just so many points of view out there. And if we can sift through all this and find a balance, and everybody goes to Wellville, and we meet at Wellville, and we're all laughing and talking about it, that's good. Because in the long run, you're going to be leaving this place someday and traveling to another area, and you want to leave more conscious than unconscious. You know, it's ridiculous to keep on each body and each time unconsciously. The unconsciousness is what I hate. You know, it's always good to be conscious. And, of course, there's always a level you can be more conscious. You know, I'm going, oh, you know, it'd be nice to be at the end of that. But you have such a, oh, thanks. I appreciate your love here, guy. Mother Nature heals. With an icon like that, you'd be a loving spirit yourself. I love your videos. Thanks so much. Could you touch on the B12 issue again? Well, again, if you go into B12 and you look at the adrenals and you look at the cobalt connection, you look at your vitamins and you look at your bacterial. Here's another issue too: is the bacteria in the body is vital, and all the antibiotic use and the destruction of bacteria affects the formation of vitamins that are essential as well. So the whole process is to achieve B12. To me, is messed up in the human body when you have weak adrenals and you're acidic. But you see that with hemoglobin. Hematocrit, you see that with things that you don't normally associate with the adrenal glands. And iron, you see all the differences between the magnetic fields of acid and alkaline or base. You see these things. And it's just, it can be quite confusing between acids and bases and anionic and cationic and catabolic and anabolic and what we were talking about earlier. It can become very confusing to a person that doesn't have a lot of science. I don't have endless science around me either. So it's just one of those things. That's why I kind of try to get people away from the intellectual side of it, because if we can get away from that and we just use what works, I guess that's all that's really important. Keeping the mind free to be, and the mind free to send on journeys maybe, but you know, there's nothing wrong with intellectualism as long as you are aware that you're using it only to put the jigsaw puzzle together better, but that you're free from that intellectualism at any given time. You can pull back from thought and the thought processes. Products. This is HKW53. Hi. Which product or products are good to help the hair grow? Well, definitely upper circulation. I mean, there's no question. I'm going to make it a point to start upper circulation. I'll start it today, and I want to watch my hair turning back color again. Upper circulation will definitely put hair growth and hair color back, hands down. I don't think I've ever seen anybody not take upper circulation and not get the hair back and the hair growth. With that said, though, lymph, move that lymph. Address the causative factor of why you lose hair, and that's the lymphatic system. Get that lymph moving, and you'll get hair growing naturally without, pushing blood up into those areas. But that upper circulation formula is a cat's meow for hair color, and getting hair growth. But move lymph. Go work on your lymph system, and when it's a head area, remember to focus on the GI tract. Really important to do that. And that'll also clean up your digestion, clean this up, and then it's all good.